I'm gonna just start off saying this game is stupid fun. Like stupid fun. It really feels like how my brain remembers Spider-Man 2 feeling back on the PS2, if that makes sense. But before I get into it, I want to mention I haven't beaten this game yet, so pretty much just take this as like my impressions so far. I'm also not going to spoil anything story related in this vid, so no worries on that either. But like I was saying, this is probably the best Spider-Man game I played, and it'll probably end up being my favorite superhero game, at least to date. I should say I'm a little biased too, just because Spidey is my favorite comic book hero, but that's beside the point. If for whatever reason you haven't played this yet and you're wondering why it's so fun, in one word, it's just smooth. From moving around the city to the combat and the story, at least in my experience, everything just flows. Start with the world. It's gonna sound like I'm gassing this game a lot, and I am, but I really mean it when I say this is the best movement I've ever played in an open world game. Usually in these type of open world games, you're stuck using like a car or walking or like riding a horse or just fast traveling or something like that. But in this game, you're Spidey, of course, so you out here web slinging from place to place. And it's so fun to just web sling around the city, and it's never hard to get anywhere you want to go. Just look at this and tell me it doesn't look fun. Again, let me really emphasize that last point. It's never stressful or annoying trying to figure out how to get from point A to point B. The wall run they added to this game is genius, as you can get to the top of even the tallest building in like a matter of seconds. I literally haven't touched a single fast travel point. I've never been able to say that about any other open world game, so y'all are doing something good with this one. There's also a lot of very well done collectibles to find out in the city, and if you're that type of person, you'll enjoy that, and they all add something from suit upgrades to story bits, so it's never just meaningless to get them, and they're not collectibles just for collectibles sake like some games tend to do, and since the movement is so fluid, it's really fun to actually find them. Maybe the only negative I can really think about with the open world is how you go around completing the side tasks. So the loop of scanning a section of the city with a tower and then checking off a set number of activities in the section can kind of be seen as repetitive, I guess, but I don't really have a problem with doing that because I'm the type of person who loves checklists, and like I said before, the movement is just so fun that traveling between the objectives is always a good time. The combat is also fun, and it's good that it is because you'll definitely be doing it a lot, especially if you want to upgrade your suit and abilities. One of the side activities in the open world is responding to these police calls where you pretty much just go around beating up random criminals in the city. The combo system's pretty straightforward, although very flashy. You'll be using a mix of different combos and abilities based on how you choose to upgrade your character, but no matter what you do, you'll still feel pretty powerful. The boss fights are kind of the things that serve to not only break up the combat, but humble you down in terms of how strong you feel, and you can definitely find yourself as a dead spider if you miss too many dodge timings.
All these years and you still haven't learned.
This game also has stealth sections, which are pretty simple, but I'm not really the person who likes stealth in games, so I prefer it to be simple, but I can't really speak on what's good or bad stealth in a game, so I'll just let y'all experience that and make of that what you will. I will say though that so far the stealth hasn't frustrated me, and that's a good thing. The last major thing to touch on is the story, and like I said, I won't be spoiling anything, and I haven't beaten it completely yet, but so far the story is definitely keeping my interest. This game, of course, has very well done cutscenes that present the story in an easy to understand and follow way. It mainly deals with the delicate balance Peter has to maintain between both his normal life and his secret crime fighting life as Spider-Man. The game does a really good job of making the hero still feel human and relatable. I often find myself thinking, dang Spidey, I feel you on that one. And that thought is something that I feel is super important to any great superhero story. But that's pretty much all I have to say about my initial impressions and how I feel about this Spider-Man game. I'm really enjoying it so far. Like, I'm so glad I picked it up. It might be probably the best single player game for me this year so far since God of War, but let me know what y'all think down in the comments below if y'all are playing it, how far are y'all, just anything y'all want to talk about. But that's it for me for this one. I'll catch y'all in the next video. Peace.
Magnifique.